You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro. Don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're driven.
There's no way that you make it. And maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Are you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back? Fucking fight back. You ain't gonna make it, you ain't never ever gonna break it. You can never beat them and they're better than you face it. Thinking that they give a damn, you're not thinking straight, kid. No, they don't give a damn, you got what I'm saying? I'm not fucking playing, I'll keep it to you straight, man. There's too many others and you're not that great, man. Stop what you're saying, stop what you're making. Everybody here knows that you just faking. Nah, I don't wanna hear it anymore, I don't wanna hear it anymore. All these fucking thoughts, they are not what I need anymore. I'm about to shut the motherfucking door on all you poor ass haters with your heads in the clouds, talking out loud so proud. You better shut your goddamn mouth before I do more speak out. It's about to head south. You're never gonna make it. There's no way that you make it. And maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Are you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back? Fucking fight back.
What is up, guys? What is up? Welcome to Sixers Alert, episode 141. How's everyone doing, guys? How's everyone doing? It's been a while. It's been a while since I did a Sixers Alert. Now we gotta talk. We got a lot of Sixers stuff to talk about. A lot. What is up, Will? What is up, Jay? What is up, Daniel? What is up, everybody in the motherfucking chat? What is up, guys? What is up? So, there's a couple of ways we could do this. We could just hop right into the reaction and just, just deep dive and break it all down how RB interviewed Tyrese Maxey and everything there. We could talk about how Paul George was ranked. I think he was ranked 54 out of from 51 to 100 or some shit like that. We got that. We got Sixers Media Day on Friday, which I will be live streaming and covering on Friday, so make sure you tune in for that. And let's just get right into it, guys. You know what? Everyone came here for the reaction, so let's just get right into it, shall we? Let's just get right into it. Just give me 1 second here. Let me go like that. What's good, Ryan? What is good? What is good? Let me full screen this sucker. All right. You guys ready? Put a 1 in the chat when you guys are ready for this. If you guys are ready, because I've been thinking about this all freaking day, and I got a couple stuff I want to say as the video goes on. But shout out to my guy RB, man. Shout out to RB. This is just a huge accomplishment for him. Me and him talk all the time behind the scenes and stuff. He's a great guy. He's really a good guy, and what he's doing here It's changing the game. He is literally changing the game, and let's just get right into it, shall we? Let's just get right into it.
Of this great
Hold on. Gotta make this louder. There we go.
sports city at its peak, and most importantly, he is the franchise. Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese, welcome.
I'm still shocked that this actually happened. I am still shocked that this actually happened. Because, guys, when I was making the thumbnail and everything, I was just sitting back editing, and I'm just like, what the hell? How did this happen? And then it all happened with the sponsor through them. So, of course, it happened. What is up, Arco? What is up, man? Let me make the chat a little bit bigger. Pause. So, yeah, let's just get right into it, guys. Let's just go and shut up.
The show, man. How are you doing?
What's up, bro? Thank you for having me, man. I'm good, dog. I'm good, man. Back out here in Philly, ready to get the season started.
I wonder what was going through RB's head. I really want to know what was going through his head, guys, when he first got the news that Maxey was going to be on his show or his podcast. I just want to know that feeling because I've interviewed a former Sixer, Spencer Hawes, back in the day. One of my favorite Sixers I've watched. And I was just putting myself in RB's shoes. I'm like, I would have lost it. I would have lost my freaking mind if I had Tyrese Maxey on my show. When does the season start? For the Sixers here, let me take a look here. The preseason is actually next week. That is when the preseason starts. But for the Sixers, though, October. No, that's preseason. I think it's October 17th against it. No, it's the 22nd against the Celtics. What is up, man? What is up? Who was it? What do you mean who it was? The player? Spencer Hawes. I interviewed Spencer Hawes back in the day. I had a connection and boom. I'm gonna try to get him back on and probably sometime during the season. That's my goal, to get Spencer Hawes back on. So let's just get right. Let's just go, man. Let's just freaking go.
Let me ask you this, man. There's been a rumor going around this offseason, not related to the basketball floor, but they're telling me on Twitter that you gained a couple inches this offseason. Are you 6'5" now? 6'6"?
Nah, I'm about
Freaking ad. Freaking ad. Hold on. God dang it. I've been good, man. Whiteout, what is good? You probably changed your name to something. Maxey didn't really have say much, but it is a flex. It is honestly a flex. Stupid ads. I agree. Yep. I know you. I've seen you. What is up, man? I know you're here as well. Appreciate you guys, man. Appreciate you.
6'7", probably.
They're calling you point forward Maxey, man. We might have to throw you at the 3 this season or something.
Listen, if y'all need me to guard 4s and 3s this year and bring the ball up, play dunker, I already told Nurse, man, let me know.
All right, let's just be realistic here for a second, right? Let's just be realistic. Yeah, Arku, I'm going to be talking about that later on. Pretty much on pick and roll. I'm going to talk about it with those guys, especially Rios. But let's just be honest here. Let's just sit back and think. Maxey is 6'6", 6'7", right? That's what he claims. And then let's just look up. I'm going to look up right now. Tyrese Maxey weight. He's 201. So Tyrese Maxey is 6'7", 201. Is that going to be enough? Is he going to be able to guard 4s? 3s, maybe. I can see 3s, but I can't see 4s. I can't wait for the season. My holiday's good. We didn't basically do much of anything. I'm excited for the season. Nah, he can't guard 4s, but he can guard 3s. He can guard small forwards.
I don't know how that came about, man. One workout video, you know how the offseason goes, man. Kind of just spreads like
Granted, I
wildfire.
do think I grew a little bit, but I don't think it's possible.
Hold on, I gotta ask my guy to pop in. I gotta ask my guy Trey to pop in, man. He actually, I hope he's in the chat here. There we go. I just sent him a DM. This is the kid that played with Maxey. I just DM'd. Last Sixers game I went to was in 1995 when they were home against the Charlotte Hornets in the old Philadelphia Spectrum. Wow. That's great, brother. I'm going to one of the preseason games again. Yeah, I'm not going to any games this year. Maybe I will if something happens, but pretty much as of right now, I'm not going to any games. If I do, I would not be able to hold myself back. All right, let's just keep going, man.
The girl is 6'7" or 6'8" or 6'6". My mom and dad ain't that tall.
Well, we'll see you throwing it down this upcoming season, man. Also, now that the Eagles beat the Cowboys week 1, I know you were in a little bit of a Twitter beef with the Philly fans.
Does this bother you guys who are Eagles fans? Does this honestly bother you? That Maxey is a Cowboys fan, but he still likes the Eagles? For me, that doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Like, he plays for Philly. He was raised a Cowboys fan. To me, it doesn't matter. That matters to you, Jay? Okay. For me, I just like, it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
Is it possible that we can officially convert you over to the Eagles fan base?
Listen, I'm gonna just explain to you like I explained to everybody else, man. If I were to just jump ship like that, why would people trust me? That don't even make sense. Now, granted, every other game, I hope the Eagles win. Like next week, I may go to the game and I'll be cheering for the Eagles. I like the Eagles. I have no problem with the Eagles. I'm not a Cowboys fan that.
Yeah, I don't see much. It doesn't bother me. It really doesn't. Yes, he did. What is up, Nikki? NBA player or not, or NFL player, don't care. Yeah, Bunsen is an Eagles fan. Isn't Carl Anthony Towns an Eagles fan too? Isn't that? Do you guys remember? I don't know if you guys remember this, but do you guys remember the player Mike Scott? Mike Scott, who played for the Sixers, he was a 4, stretch big. He was a stretch big. He was a Redskins fan at the day. At the end of the day, he's a Redskins fan. And then he was at the link and he got in a fight with Eagles fans. I don't know if you guys remember that at all. On second thought, when I said it doesn't matter to me. Yeah, Cat's from South Jersey. Brunson is too, I think, yeah.
Grew up in the 90s and I hate the Eagles. I've never seen the Cowboys win anything. I'm just from Dallas, Texas.
I've never seen the Cowboys win anything.
That's just all it is to it. Like, I'm literally from Dallas, Texas. So that's all I know. Like, my dad's a Cowboys fan. My uncle's a Cowboys fan. My grandfather's a Cowboys fan. Everybody in my family is a Cowboys fan. So I wouldn't be able to walk into my mom and dad's house probably at home if I was just a full-on Eagles fan. But I told them, like, listen, man, I root for the Eagles. Like, when y'all were in the Super Bowl last year, I'm like, hey,
yeah.
I want the Eagles to win. I really hope they win.
Of course,
I just don't hope they beat the Cowboys. That's all I care about.
No, that makes
He was
sense,
the
man.
center
Rooted
and
in
a 4.
Dallas, Texas, of course. Let's talk about the basketball floor, man. Now that the important stuff's out of the way, this off season, you've been in the media a lot. You know, the workout videos coming per usual. Chris Johnson, Drew Hanlon. What's been kind of your mind?
Hopefully my guy Trey can pop in the chat. Trey, if you're in here, because this kid, I don't know if you guys remember, I interviewed him because he trained with Tyrese Maxey. So if you guys want to go check out that video, it is still on my channel. He trained with Tyrese Maxey. He's a kid, 8th grade. This kid is super talented. So I wanted him to pop into the chat and just be like, get his opinion on this. Because he was with Maxey again a month ago.
Mindset going into this offseason? I mean, it has to be a lot different from like your first or second year in the league, right?
Yeah, it's definitely a lot different. A lot different, but a little bit the same. Just the same part of just getting up, working, grinding, making sure that I'm still on that same type of what's the word I'm looking for? Competitive nature. Like,
Make sure, guys, to like, subscribe, share, comment. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Let's get the word out.
I still have that same competitive spirit, still have that same drive. I want to be the best possible version of myself. You know what I mean? I feel like I found ways to get better every single year, honestly. But for me, it's more about details now. Like looking at the film, okay, what did I do here? What did I see here? How is this team guarding me? How are they playing? How are they calling fouls? And trying to cater to that and just get better from those aspects and how I can make my teammates better. All those different things, man.
God dang it, RB. Jesus Christ. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Oh, man. How many ads is he going to get here?
Like each off season, you've kind of added something unique to your game. Is there one thing you went into this off season saying, like, I have to focus on getting better at this?
It's definitely a few things. I probably won't say a lot of them, but it's definitely a few things, man. For me, man, I want to find ways to help us win games, no matter who's on the floor, and that's my biggest thing. Like I've been a winner all my life, from all I can remember. I think I played my first basketball game at 4 years old.
Oh, my God.
So this year missing the playoffs really affected me throughout the entire offseason, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah, it affected all of us. It affected the fan base majorly. Yeah, it affected the fan base because, dude, we had such high hopes for this team, but it was killed by injuries, man. Joel Embiid, Maxey, George, I can go on and on. And then we can go into final details about the coaching and all that, but it was mainly killed due to injuries. It sucked.
It took a toll on me, but in a positive way as well. I was able to sit back and watch a lot of playoff games, watch a lot of different guards, watch a lot of different teams, and
There is.
how they've been playing and how I feel like we could fit.
There is. It's called YouTube Premium. I'm not getting YouTube Premium. So if anyone has YouTube Premium and it's allowing me to react to certain videos on that account, I would greatly appreciate it.
Fit in with that.
Yeah, and not to revisit the entire last year and go down the wormhole, but I mean, it was, just a disaster. Like everything that could have went wrong. And
Yeah.
in my opinion, it kind of feels like it was one of the weirdest seasons I've ever seen from a team. Like everybody got hurt, and you guys come off the season the previous year where you hit that big shot in MSG in Game 5. You extend the series. Joel comes back from injury. He's playing on one leg. And you guys went out with a fight in that series.
All right, let's go back to that dunk real quick.
Comes back from injury. He's playing on one leg. And you
Why do that?
guys went out.
Why do that dunk? Why? That killed the Chiefs. We could have beat the Knicks right there. That was where we could have beat the Knicks. It's especially with you being addicted to Sixers content, especially. YouTube Premium be expensive, bro. I couldn't agree. Yeah, I am not paying for all of that. I am not. But why did Joel Embiid have to do that dunk? Why?
With a fight in that series.
We could have beaten the Knicks there.
And you go into the offseason, make the big splash. It feels like last year, honestly, never even really got started. We saw a few previews here and there. Christmas Day, big win in Boston. But,
yeah,
like how was that just in terms of like taking that mentally?
Right, it was difficult, most definitely. Especially like you said, we had some good pickups in the offseason. And then I think the biggest thing,
it was very difficult. I'm not mad at that at all. Very difficult.
was it started bad. When the stuff starts bad, it normally finishes bad. I'm being completely honest with you, but we gotta leave the past in the past. Honestly, it happened. You gotta grieve it. You gotta go through it. My biggest thing was I just told people, like people on the team that's still on the team now, like you gotta accept the criticism of it. Like we were terrible. Like there is no if.
We were terrible. Sixers were terrible.
Fans were butts about it. We were literally terrible. Like we couldn't.
Guys, let me know in the chat. Do you have any faith in this team? Do you have any faith in the Sixers right now going into this season? I'll let you know my answer at the end.
Get the wins. Even when we did get wins, like when we went on stretches, like you said, the Christmas stretch, we won like 4 games in a row. It was a stretch in January when I don't think Joel and Paul played. We won like 4 or 5 games in a row.
Especially.
and it was just like we were playing the right way, and then something would happen. Someone would get hurt. Somebody would be out the lineup. Something strange would happen. But I think
Is this past season stranger than when Andrew Bynum broke his foot bowling? Do you guys remember that? I think that was the strangest thing, no matter this whole entire season. Andrew Bynum broke his foot bowling. Like, why was he bowling? Why in the world was he bowling? That's what set it off. It was just like the bowling. Oh, Lord.
it's just part of it. It's part of it. You got to take that one on the chin. I think a lot of franchises have gone through it. I'm not going to sit here and say that that's going to be our new MO for the future. But I think right now we're in a place to where that we have a humbleness about us that we know we got to work extremely hard to get back to where we want to be.
As one of the leaders on this team, do you kind of look at last year? Like you said, you haven't really lost much in your entire life. Do you go, that was just an outlier type of year. Let's throw it away and just start new like we have been. Or do you kind of approach it where you're?
It was a part of the Dwight Howard trade. Remember that big trade that happened that got Dwight Howard to LA, buying him to the Sixers? That was when it happened. Yeah.
Like, we have to make this change in order for that not to happen again.
It's multiple changes that we have to make and that we have to be aware of. You know what I mean? We got to go out there. And for me, being the leader, being one of the leaders on the team, probably now the leader on the team, honestly, I'm getting old. Like, we got to be demanding of ourselves of what we want to be. Who do we want to be?
Yeah, Maxey's definitely the leader here. Embiid lost that role. He lost that privilege, in my opinion. This is Maxey's team now. Embiid is the second option.
Starting from day one, like right now, getting in the gym and knowing, okay, what team do we want to be? What kind of team do we want to be? How do we want to play? And like, what culture do we want to set from day one for this season? And once we do those things, I think then everything else falls in line. You know what I'm saying? If you have a structure or a foundation, when you have those things, you can live with some losses because, okay, you just are, listen, this didn't go well or that guy had 40 points tonight because that's the NBA and it happens. You know what I'm saying? And then the next game, you go back to your structure.
Shout out to the 11 people in here. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, comment.
You go back to your foundation and then you play the right way, you win. You may win that one. Sometimes when you have that structure in your foundation, even when you play bad, you play the same way every single night, sometimes you just look into wins in the NBA. I think a great example for that is the Indiana Pacers. And I'm not saying they luck into wins because they work extremely hard, but they play the same way every single night, no matter who they're playing.
The Pacers were such a fun team to watch. The Pacers, Halliburton, Siakam, Turner. The bench was good. You had Obi Toppin, McConnell. I can go on and on. That team was so fun to watch. It's not going to be fun this year with Halliburton out. Majority. Halliburton is going to be out for all season pretty much. So it sucks for Indiana, man. But yeah, there was such a fun team to watch. Such a fun team.
And you can see the success that they had. So take some out of their book, take some out of a lot of different teams' book as well. So I do think they will have a better season for sure this year.
Yeah, and you talk about the Pacers, and Joel's brought it up a lot, the continuity on the team, the factor of having guys come back that are familiar with each other. And it's interesting, when you think about the Pacers or even OKC, like how teams are building now, and you look at the Sixers, this year is almost like a bridging of the gap in a way. And I feel like you're kind of the swing piece right in the middle. You have the two max stars that are in their 30s. You have all the young guys that you alluded to. Like you said, you're one of the leaders now at age 24 on a max contract. So how do you feel kind of about your role this season and just about the squad that you have?
Maxey's 24 is just crazy to me. He is so mature for his age. It's unbelievable.
I feel great about the role for two reasons. Like you said, I'm kind of like smack dead in the middle. So like I can relate to the young guys. Honestly, like I can talk to them. Like literally before I got on this Zoom, BJ calling me, asked me to play 2K with him. And so it's like
oh, he did it via Zoom. Hold on.
I feel great about the role for two reasons. Like you said, I'm kind of like smack dead in the middle. So like I can relate to the young guys. Honestly, like I can talk to them. Like literally before I got on this Zoom, BJ calling me, asked me to play 2K with him.
I love the sound of that. I love the sound of that, bro. 2K. It's the same way. Of course he is. Yep.
And so it's like I can relate to that, but I can also I've been in the league 6 years. I was a young guy on a championship type team all, last 4 years before these last 2 years, you know what I'm saying? And I can relate to them too because I had to grow up fast. You know what I mean? They met Danny Green and Tobias Harris and Seth Curry and all of them. They made me grow up really fast. So it's like being that bridge is good. And I feel like I'm in a very comfortable place myself and my game and my heart and then my leadership to where I can speak up and talk to guys in different levels.
Hey, stupid question here. Is there a way I could get a sound to read the comments? I would love for that to happen. I gotta figure out a way.
And I feel like they respect it because at the end of the day, I have one agenda and that's to win. You know what I mean? I don't really care about everything else. I just want to help us win.
Yeah, 100%, man. And, even just thinking about this core in general, like I said, it's an interesting built roster. Like, on one hand, people are hoping to finally see the trio of you, Joel, Paul, finally get some games on the floor together. But at the same time, it almost feels like, the next 2, 3, 4 years is pretty promising, right? With Jared and
It is. And we still don't have Grimes. I don't think we're getting Grimes. I'm going to keep on saying this. I don't think Grimes is coming back, especially the fact that we just got Amani Bates.
VJ and Justin and all these other guys, including yourself. How do you envision kind of the structure of the lineup?
Like you said, we got two different ways that we can go in multiple different, scenarios. I think those young guys, they're going to be extremely important. You know what I mean? I feel like Justin's a rotation player. I feel like VJ is going to be somebody who could be wherever he wants to be. I'm being completely honest with you. Jared, the same, man. Like, the more you work, I think I'm a good example of it. When you work towards something, you could be whatever you want to be at the end of the day. So we just got to see what they develop into and keep getting better at. And then when we're on the floor together, my biggest thing is I just want people to compete, whether that's practice, whether that's games, whether that's any type of.
I think he does bring up Bona in a way. Pause. I think he does bring up Bona.
Thing. The more we compete, the better we'll be out there. And it'll all try to get the flow together.
I don't know if you saw last week, the Sixers put out a workout footage video of Joel Embiid. And maybe I'm the last person dying on this hill at this point, but I'm going to stay dying on the hill. When Joel is healthy, when he's on the floor, I still think he is one of the best players in the game, one of the best centers that the game has ever seen. And I still think he can compete at an.
Don't do the self alley-oop. Do not do the self alley-oop.
MVP level. When Joel Embiid is healthy, where do you think he ranks in this league?
Extremely high. It can be wherever you want to be. You just said it. Whenever he's healthy, he's really good. Joel's a very good basketball player. I've said it 1,000 times. Things that he can do on the basketball court, not a lot of people can do. That's just the facts of it.
Is he finally healthy? Have you been working out with him this offseason? Like, what are the vibes like with this team after
Joel's vibes are great. Joel's vibes, energy has been great. Every time I talk to him, he's happy, he's smiling. And that's what matters to me, man. Whenever you see him like that, that's good. You don't want to see him in down. And someone that's, like I said, he's like my brother. So I'm happy to see him happy right now.
You guys
keep on commenting in the chat. Let's keep the chat going.
Get together in the off season, you and Joe and Paul.
I talked to those guys all summer, throughout the summer, man. You know what I'm saying? And we all have the same MO. I think the biggest thing now is just trying to keep the continuity going, like small things, like playing a game with each other or like video games, just hanging out. Those things matter, man. They matter more than you think they do.
Where do you think you guys rank in the league?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't.
At least he's honest about that. Like, it's very, very difficult to rank the Sixers. Very, very, very difficult. Yeah, we all do, man. We all do.
I can't put a name or number on it. I just want us to go out there and compete. Honestly, I feel like that's a good group of players. Like but just said, also our young players have to be thrown in that mix too. You know what I'm saying? The VJs, the Jareds, the Justins, everybody. The Trendon Woffers, we hadn't even talked about him. I think he'll be a big key piece for us.
Trendon Wofford is going to be interesting to watch. He's going to be really interesting to watch because people in my chat have been saying he's like the next Yabu Sele. And I'm like, I don't see it. As soon as we got Wofford, I'm like, yeah, he's gone. Yeah, Wofford, Yabu's gone.
No, it's not just Joel and Paul. You know what I mean? It's that we gotta be the Sixers entire to our organization. Everybody, we have to do this one collectively. We all gotta do it together and step in the right direction as a unit.
Earn $125,000.
Fucking hell. Get your money, but damn. Get your money, bro, but god damn.
Man, I think it's fair to say, especially when you guys go out and get the third pick in the draft. Obviously, you know, it was a rough end of the season, but they say like sometimes a curse can turn into a blessing, right? And you lay in VJ Edgecombe, and I feel like he has said everything right. His mentality has been on point. He's worked out with you this offseason. In a way, it almost feels like he kind of embodies your mentality and your approach to the game. So just give us from the inside perspective this offseason, what has it been like working out with VJ?
VJ is just, you know what? He's interesting. I like him though. I actually really do. Like, I don't know what's going on with my camera. I like him, but I think he's like his charisma. He's like a good guy, a good kid. But he works his tail off, man. He works his tail off. He asks questions. He wants to be good. And those are the type of players you want to be around. Players that really want to be great, want to win games, want to compete, want to do whatever it takes to help an organization become successful. And, you know, we got blessed to be able to get him at 3. And I think he'll do something. You know, I think the franchise will really appreciate him. I think the fan base will really appreciate him and the city. So
yeah, man, a lot of good young players in this core. Even Jared McCain coming off injury last year. I thought, you know, the way he started his career, setting some Sixers records, you know, kind of went under the radar. And even Justin Edwards, like you just mentioned, you know, I feel like if there were more.
Justin Edwards is interesting. He got a 3-year deal with the Sixers. He's a young guy. You know, he was undrafted. This guy has a bright future. I'm really curious on how they're going to play Justin Edwards this season.
Consistent minutes for Justin last year. He might have been in a Rookie of the Year convo with the way things were going. I thought he played really well. What's your take on Justin? Like, what can his role be for this team?
Yeah, I really like Justin. The way Justin played last year was extremely, like, impressive. He played off the ball. He defended. He knocked down shots. He was able to, like, play off the catch, which was really, really good. I think that's really important in today's game. And he's tall. At the end of the day, the man's tall. You know what I'm saying? He got size, and he's able to, like, rebound and defend and do those different things that you need at a high level. So, you know, big upside, I think, for Justin. I think he's going to be able to carve up himself a good rotation piece for this year and for the rest of his career.
Speaking of rotation piece, you just alluded to Trendon Watford. Your buddy comes over from Brooklyn. I know you guys have a deep friendship, but I've been screaming for years the Sixers need more of a complement at the power forward position. Like, they need a guy that can get in the weeds, rebound, defend. And I feel like we've had maybe a few glimpses over the years, but can Trendon be that guy? What are the Sixers really getting in a guy?
Trendon Watford can be that guy if he's given the time of day. Because remember, we're pretty much going to play small ball 4. We're going to have Paul George at the 4, maybe Oubre at the 4. We're going to have some other pieces at the 4. So seeing Watford there is going to be fun.
I think the Sixers get somebody who can do a lot of different things, honestly. Somebody who's, one, going to work extremely hard, going to come to work every single day.
What about
he wants to play, he wants to win, and he wants to, like, be a good guy, be a culture-setting guy. I think he's going to come out and he's going to work every day. He's going to do all the little things that you need. He'll surprise a lot of people. He'll definitely surprise a lot of people. He can do some things that you don't think he can do. I'll say it like that. You know what I'm saying? So he's pretty good, and I'm glad we have him.
The Sixers are trying to build some continuity. A lot of new faces, obviously, you know, need the guys to be healthy this year. But at the end of the day, man, I mean, just speaking for the fans, like, we just want to win. We want a championship. And you look at the Eastern Conference this year, right? Celtics have a major injury. The Pacers have a major injury. The Heat traded Jimmy last year. Almost in a way feels like there's a couple teams battling, but it's wide open. Can this be the Sixers' year to really reemerge back into that mix? Like, I feel like it has to be now. Sleeper, obviously, is a juggernaut when it comes to.
All right, get your money, bro, but.
And ourselves first and figure out our stuff. You know what I mean? We got to figure out Sixer stuff. We got to figure out Philly stuff. Once we figure it out, then we can look at the field. And our biggest thing right now is trying to get better every single day. I know I say get 1% better every single day, but that's like actual like a lifestyle what we got to really have to do. And once we do all that, I think we'll be all right.
How do you kind of think about that next step that you have to take? Like maybe some nights, hey, like give me the ball. I need 25, 30 touches. What's your mentality as you go into this season? Like, is there kind of like a pecking order in some way? Or is it just game to game?
Not just that you got to fill it out, honestly. And for me, I just got to be aggressive at all times. That's what
Hey, we've been saying that from time to time last year that Maxey needs to be more aggressive. I'm glad he said that.
I'm, out here to do. And I'm also out here to try to make others better. You know what I'm saying? At times, it's been difficult for me in the past, honestly, like at the beginning of my career to find ways to get guys open and pass the ball, everything like that. But as you play, as you learn, as you see the game more, you have the ball in your hands a lot more. That's when you start being able to become better.
Hey, guys, like, share, subscribe, comment. Let's keep the chat going, all right?
Playmaker, become a better someone who can read the game. And I've had the ball in my hands the last 2 years. I think last year.
God freaking dang, not again. What is this, like 5 ads already? How many ads am I gonna get?
Before I got hurt, 20, 25 games, I was really trying to starting to figure out how to manipulate the game, scoring wise, passing wise, defending, and all those different things. So I think I'm just going to get back to that. That's my role on this team. Then my biggest role, I think, is to set a culture, be one of those guys, and really help this team help this franchise get to the place that we really want to be in.
For sure. And I feel like that mentality and just the way you hold yourself both on and off the floor, probably in the locker room as well, it really resonates with this fan base and with this city. Looking down the line into the future, obviously, hope you have a long career, 10, 15, however many years. What would that mean to be a Sixer for your entire career?
Listen, I really like it here.
You know what's funny? I was thinking about this earlier. Remember when Paul George was talking to Speed about him, Philly or whatever? He was like, hell no. Like, everyone hated him for that. He has every right to say that. But then you look at Maxey. Like, Maxey has said every answer correct. Like, this is what a true basketball player is. He's representing a tough city like Philadelphia or rough state like Pennsylvania, like for Blaze. There you go. But he said every answer correct.
I gotta really love it here, honestly. Like, I've turned into a grown man here, which is really funny. I came here as a child, basically, and I've experienced a lot. You know what I mean? Got my first house here and all those different things, man. Bought a car, you know what I mean? Like dogs, all that. So like I have a special place. It has a special place in my heart. Philly fans are amazing. I love seeing Philly fans on the street, just walking and talking. The only beef me and Philly fans have are the 2 days that the Cowboys play the Eagles. Like, that's the thing about that, and it's fun beef because they know I mean no harm. Everybody from Philadelphia know I mean zero harm. They know I like the Eagles. They know that I love Philly fans. They know that, and but it's fun though, man. I really do appreciate them.
Again, that doesn't matter to me at all.
And I treat everybody that I see like family. I always try to take pictures, at least dap somebody up, hug somebody, make somebody's day. But yeah, my biggest thing is Philadelphia like resembles me in so many ways.
Mm-hmm.
Like the hard work. I always tell people, man, these people pay a lot of money. They work their tails off to get these tickets for these seats. We got to go out here and put on the show for them and try to go out there and give our all. That's all they ask for. Trendon asked me before he signed to the team, like, man, what do I need to expect? I said, bro, what do you need to expect? You play hard, try to help us win games, play, mostly every night that you can. They're gonna love you, dude. Like, just go out there and play extremely hard. Like, will they boo sometimes? Will they be upset if we give up a 10-point lead? Of course, but that's okay. Like, it's not like they're judging us. It's not like they hate us. They just want us to be the best possible version of ourselves. And I appreciate it. You know what I mean? I understand it and I appreciate it. It doesn't bother me at all. It really helps me raise my level of play, raise my level of intensity. So I love Philly, dude. I really love it.
There's a select group of athletes like yourself who have said that over the years, especially when they're done playing here. Like, obviously the fans boo and they yell
Yeah.
and stuff, but it all comes out of a way of passion. You know, it all comes from a place of, hey, we want you to do better. You know, like I always joke, you know, you go up to a Philly fan, they know who the 15th guy on the roster is. You know, elsewhere they may say, who is that? You know, like Philly fans are really deeply rooted in just knowing a lot about their teams and caring, and it's all passion at the end of the day. So, you know, I feel like the guys that really root themselves in that understand that and they don't take it personal.
No, I understand it. I like it, man. One thing I'll say, Philly fans are real.
Thank you. Thank you.
They just real, man. They real. They real. They love their sports. In Dallas, it's different. You know what I mean? Yes, people love the Cowboys. People like the Mavericks. You know what I'm saying? I think they love the Mavericks. And I don't know if it's as deep as the Cowboys, but it's two totally different levels. Like, can't tell you that the people in Dallas like knew every single person on the Mavericks when I was growing up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Unless you watch basketball, everybody in the like you said, they know every single player. Like today, I was out and I had to
Yeah.
stop and get something to eat, and I was with Trendon.
Agreed.
And a kid came up, took a picture of me. Then he walked away, and he came back into the restaurant. I was like, Trendon, I'm sorry, man, I did not acknowledge you, and then take a picture with him. It's just like that's how they are. You know what I'm saying? So it's really cool, man. Really cool.
I bet you have a lot of people in your personal life who are Mavericks fans. What did they think or text you, you know, when that whole Luka trade went down?
I think the biggest person I wouldn't call him a Mavericks fan now because he works with me, but like my chef, he was just like very like confused about like how the NBA works. And I was like, listen, I don't.
You see, like he brought his like friend in to work for him. That is crazy. Like giving other people jobs, employment is insane.
Oh man, like it
That's
happens,
crazy.
man. Like yeah, it just happens. It happens. So, but I don't know.
I still think that's rigged.
It's crazy. I think more people are even more confused about the mic and stuff. So
Oh,
it
yeah.
just happens,
Well,
man. It's what happens in sports.
Yeah, I didn't want to bring that up and hit a little pain point or something, but listen,
I
man.
like Micah. Me and Micah cool. Wherever you go, I'm rooting for him.
I mean,
Yeah.
the level of success that we're seeing with the Birds, man, we want to see that.
Wait, was that a cut?
I didn't want to bring that up and hit a little pain point or something, but listen,
I
man.
like Micah. Me and Micah cool. Wherever you go, I'm rooting for him.
I mean, the
Yeah.
level of success.
Yeah, there was a cut.
Listen,
I
man.
like Micah. Me and Micah cool. Wherever you go, I'm rooting for him.
I mean,
Yeah.
the level of success that we're seeing with the Birds, man, we want to see that here with the Sixers as well. I want to go back to one thing you said.
What is up, man? What is up? How's it going? Dude, I gotta have you on again, man. We gotta talk about your second go around with Tyrese Maxey. We gotta talk about that. So whenever you have the day and time, we'll set that up again.
About, you know, finding that motivation and kind of getting amped up. I was reading something probably a few months ago at this point. I think it was Steph Curry who reads Twitter DMs at halftime of games to try to, you know, get a little extra motivation going out there in the second half. Do you have something like that where, you know, it kind of just revs you up a little bit?
I haven't.
I wish more players did that. I wish they would go on social media and just go, yeah, I'll show you, and go back actually show them, right? I wish more players do that.
A few things, I think, but mainly just wanting to win and wanted to go out there and put my best foot like forward for my teammates and our organization. Like the organization believed in me and gave me multiple chances to be who I am today, and like be able to put this jersey on every single time. I don't take it for granted. Every time I put this jersey on, I want to go out there and win a game or win whatever I'm trying to do. And then I also work extremely hard in the summertime, so I want to like display that I work extremely hard and I do this all to win.
Yeah, you're not reading all the crap coming at you during games, especially online. Stay off that during the season.
Not during the game. Not me. But hey, look where Steph is. It works for Steph. He needs to keep reading them.
Yeah, for sure, man. Any players or teams that when they come up on the schedule, you circle them like one play?
This is interesting. This part is very interesting.
Player or guy or team you just love going up against?
It's a lot of different guys. I think just off the top of my head, I think Darius Garland, like a good friend of mine.
I love Darius Garland, dude. Darius Garland is such an underrated player. that people need to put more respect on his name. And I love the fact that Tyrese Maxey did that. I love the fact he shout out Darius Garland because honestly, when you talk about Maxey and think about players he wants to go up against, they don't really mention guys at Darius Garland's level. Not to hurt Darius Garland in any way. They mainly think about, like the Steph Currys, the Luka Doncic's, Anthony Edwards, stuff like that. He brought up his friend Darius Garland. Like, that is legit. That is so cool.
Really good friend of mine, so I like playing against the Cavs. It's really fun. It's always been fun. They're a good team. Very, very like tough team to beat, but it's always fun to play against him, guard him. He guards me sometimes. Our parents are really close, so that's always fun games. I love playing in Boston. I don't know, I just love playing everywhere. I love basketball.
That is so cool about the whole Darius Garland thing. So fucking cool.
I love basketball. Dallas is always fun. I love cooking now. I just like it, man. I like playing basketball. Whoever we play, I'm happy.
Look, man, I appreciate the time, and I want to just hear from you before we wrap this up. Like, I'm trying to buy in 100%. I really am, and seeing that workout footage from Joel Embiid, it injected some juice into the fan base, especially me. And I'm like, man, they're gonna make me buy back in. I'm fired up. What's the message to the fan base this upcoming season? Why should Sixer fans be excited for this upcoming season?
Number one, because you love the Sixers. You love Philadelphia. You love your city. I always will rep my city. I'm from Dallas, Texas. And right now, when I'm playing on the Philadelphia jersey, I'm always going to rep my team. I'm always going to rep my organization. That's number one. Number two, we got a lot of young guys that are really fun to watch. We're going to be like watching PJ. We saw what Jared did last year, Justin Bona. All those got traded coming in.
There you go. There's the Bona.
Be like watching PJ. We saw what Jared did last year, Justin Bona. All those got traded coming in new. Those guys are really fun to watch. And then, hey, we have a former MVP on our team. We have a guy who's been All NBA, top 3 in MVP voted. And hey, I'm here too. I'm just little me, and I try to do my best. So,
yeah, I think you need to give your.
All right, I think that's about it, guys. I think that's about it. Hold on.
Yourself more credit, man. Like, you're the man. We're looking at you to be the guy. This could be 30 points per game this season. All-Star Maxey back in the house.
Hey, listen, man. I just do what I can. I just want to be the best possible version of myself for this organization and for my team, my family, and this city, man.
Absolutely, man. Tyrese, I appreciate the time so much. And
all right, there you have it, guys. There you have it. I wonder what RB was thinking after he got off of Zoom. I wonder what was going through his mind. Like, was him being professional? Him being a professional? Was that the first thing? Or his fan base, his fandom was coming out? I think it was more his fandom that came out after the thing. I need to ask him that. So, that was fun. We took a deep dive into that interview. Plan to do more of that in the future. You guys seem to love it. I'm sure the people who watch this afterwards are going to love this as well. Very, very fun. Shout out to RB again, man. He's changing the game. Crazy. Paul George bounce back year. I'm glad you mentioned that. I am glad you mentioned that, Arku. Let me pull up this tweet, actually. Let me pull up this tweet. Give me 1 second here. This is ESPN's top 100 to 51. So, I am glad you brought this up, Arku. I am really glad you brought this up. So, this goes from ESPN's top 100 players, 100 to 51. How is I believe Stephon Castle should be higher, but hey, the guy was just rookie of the year. So here's Wiggins, Naz Reid, Drew Holiday. Let's just keep on going. Here's Tobias Harris, Kuminga. We're not going to break this down entirely, but there's just one player. Josh Hart is number 69. That's hilarious. But there's one player I want to bring up. Paul George at 54. Paul George at 54. When you look at the contract, when you look at his play on the court this past season, and you look at all these players that he's higher than. So let's just look at some of these players, right? Who would I take over Paul George? Who would I take over Paul George? I'll take Dyson Daniels over Paul George because defensively, no. LaMelo Ball, you can make a case there. You can make a case to take him over Paul George. Tyler Hero, you can make a case there when healthy. Zach LaVine, maybe. Yeah, I think maybe Kuminga. You could probably take Kuminga over Paul George. No, hopefully not. Hopefully he learned his freaking lesson. But yeah. Those are some players I would take over Paul George. And who are above him is Caruso, Cooper Flag, a guy who hasn't even played in the NBA yet, who hasn't stepped foot on an NBA court, and Draymond Green. I want to look at the comments here. Flag at 52 before playing a game. See experience bonus statement. Zion Williamson at 61. Zach Edey a top in year 2. That is kind of crazy as well. I don't know how they think this will work, but essentially if someone is in your top 60, yeah. Yeah, right? He was an all-star. It's got to be because of injuries for Tyler Hero. It's got to be because of injuries, right? Yeah, Brandon Ingram is more a better scorer than Paul George right now, I would take. Oh, that is funny as hell. So, yeah, that's basically the top 50 to 100. Paul George is 54. So, honestly, guys, I don't care because this past season, Paul George was just terrible at this point. So, yeah, we got the final 6 minutes of this show, and the Sixers brought up a good play or signed a very, I hate using the word interesting, but this is one of the most interesting players that the Sixers have brought on, and that is Amani Bates. Amani Bates is now a Philadelphia 76er. Here's Amani Bates right here. Amani Bates was so fun. He's a fun player to watch. He is young, athletic, can score the rock, but he just never got the time of day. Is he any good? He's a killer. Yeah, he's a guy we can actually use off the bench. This is a guy that could give you 10 points a night off the bench. And that's something that the Sixers would desperately need. So, yeah, Monty Bates, hopefully he gets some playing time. I think he's going to play more for the Delaware Blue Coats, in my opinion. He's going to be a two-way. He's going to be on the Blue Coats and be brought up. So, Monty Bates, a player to be looking out for here in Philadelphia. That is going to be fun here. That is going to be fun to watch. You know what, guys? I think I'm gonna stop here. This was very, very fun. I might come back to stream Sixers Alert tomorrow. We did the thing I was going to do, break down the RB's interview with Tyrese Maxey. So, yeah, this was a very good stream, very fun. Appreciate everyone tuning in, especially my guy Trevor, the Bona fan club that is in here, Arku. I'll catch you guys later, man. Subscribe, like, share, comment, do all that stuff, and I'll catch you guys later, man. Everyone have a good rest of your night. Peace. Go Sixers.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible.